and welcome back to another studio vlog. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mei Ying. I'm a digital illustrator who loves drawing cute things. Yesterday I took a break. After I do something big like a shop update or video in person, my energy level goes down so much. So yesterday I needed to take a break to recuperate, to just relax and not have to worry about anything that has to do with a small business, YouTube, or whatever. There are two things that are really important that I would like to get done this week. One of them is the Pinwheel Club goodie. And the second thing is finishing up the seasonal keychains that you saw in the last studio vlog. I received the charm that's going to go with the winter penguin, so I'm super excited to put that together. I also need to finish up the Halloween one, and I also have to do the backing cards for the winter penguin keychain. So there's a lot that I still need to do. If you have resin keychains and you notice that there's a dip in the resin or scratches on it, you can take a lighter and run it over the resin and it will most likely clear up the dips or the scratches. You know, heavy scratches and stuff can happen during transit, and like the keychains and stuff can be scratching the resin. So it's a fairly easy fix. So now I turn on the light and I'm gonna go through each keychain to make sure that the resin is okay. Finally finished checking all the Halloween keychains in the resin, and I also had just come back from a dentist appointment, and we stopped by a pharmacy and we bought this lighter here. This is a big lighter that has this part right here on it, and this kind of lighter is not good for taking care of the resin. If you're going to try the lighter trick, please use one like this. When I use this, it made my keychain black, like literally in a few seconds, and maybe the flame here is too strong. Thankfully able to just wipe it with the Lysol wipe really quick, and it cleared all the blackness that was on the keychain off. Now that it's done, I'm gonna take the backs off and I'm gonna start trying to assemble them. Today is Wednesday, June 14th. Last night I finished up the Halloween keychains and I put them away in my closet of goodies over here. However, it's not exactly how I like it. It looks kind of weird in the giant bin that I have it in. I wanted to go buy more of the smaller open bins that I already have for some of my products, but when I went to the dollar store, they didn't have them anymore, you guys, and I was so sad. Yeah, hopefully I'll figure out a better solution for the keychains. Today I will be putting together the winter keychains. I'm super excited. These are the little charms that are going onto the winter keychain. It's a little snowflake and it's super cute. It's also really nice that it has the hole at the top, so this would be really easy to put on the winter keychain compared to what I had to do for the Halloween keychain. In other news, yesterday I did receive a confirmation from the local comic book store that I will be vending at Cosplay Imagineer on August 19th, and I'm really excited. It's the first event that I went to vend, and it was a really good experience. Stop by and say hello if you have the time, and it'll be fun to see you. I think that will be the last event that I do in person. Hopefully I'll be able to do more of them next year. That's super cute.
I'm locking it from like the top machine. It might be response to chaos as it constantly accept my sacrifice attention. Allows viewers to duel each other for points. So wait, is this like a forced duel?
For watching. I'll see you in the next one. My husband and I finally decided that it was the time to find something that would go into this closet that has all my goodies in it. So it's time to organize things again. Up to now, I've been using the pink grid cubes because we were having a very hard time finding something that would fit inside this closet. And we went to Canadian Tire and we found these black shelves. They're not the most aesthetic thing ever. I would love to have some really nice looking shelves, but the main priority was that they function and that they didn't sink in with the products on top. That was the problem with the pink plastic grid cubes. They were starting to sink in, especially on the left side where most of the acrylic products were. The main goal was to try to fit the products onto these shelves and also try to still have some space left over so that I can have future product put in there. I'm hoping that this setup will work for a while. I don't have any plans right now to manufacture more stuff, but for now, if I did do a couple of things, this setup would still hold up and work well for more products. So I'm happy with how it turned out. So we made a few changes in the studio space. Here, this table used to be right here. This is a table that I pull out to do my product photography on, but we decided to put it over here so we can put this black table here. This table has been sitting in our living room, not being used. I eventually had to figure out where to put all this extra stuff that we don't need anymore. Here is how the products look right now. It's not 100% perfect, but for now it works really well. We have mostly accessory stuff over here, and then mostly stationary stuff over here, except we do have the enamel pins here, the candy sugar bags here. And then I also want to get another wire stand like this, but not this IKEA one, because it only fits here on the top. It doesn't fit in between because it goes past these bars, so they don't work. But I like to have them to add extra room. I don't know where we got this from. I think we got this from the dollar store, so might go to the dollar store to see if you can get another one. Also use the sides here, just put a command hook with the clip to hold the Jamie microfiber cloths. And then we have this photo sheet thing here too, so it's all the way just on the side. Make use of all the space. And then at the bottom here is a bunch of random other stuff. Have the sticker books here, some bags, and then some shipping supplies. In the middle here, the ruler and some laminate. Make sure that the stuff that's easier to grab is on top, and the stuff that I need to see more of, like the stickers and this stuff here, had to be lower so I could see everything and just grab it very easily. This rolling cart is not gonna have a permanent space. I'm gonna have to move it all the time, but it's okay. At least it's on wheels. We had to sacrifice this having a permanent space to put this table here and to have this table here. And then my husband wanted to put these grid cubes here, and they just barely fit. He had to do a little bit of things here and there to get it to fit. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy the book organizer things. Basically this thing here that we got from IKEA that's holding my sticker books. Going to buy a couple of those to fill in these grid cubes. All my sticker sheets, papers, my silhouette mat and everything will fit in there really nicely, and it'll be easy to see everything, and I don't have to stack them on top of each other like that. They'll be beside each other. So maybe we'll go to IKEA tomorrow to get it. Then just have a few random things I have to find a place for. The past few days I've been feeling kind of off. I'm not sure if it's burnout or not. I don't think it's burnout. It's just I'm not as motivated as I used to. But one day last week I was like, oh, I should take this day to just draw for myself, and I did, and I was really happy to do it. But then the next day after doing that, I was very unmotivated and I didn't want to do anything that had to do with art, small business, YouTube, social media, or whatever. I did kind of force myself to still do some of these things. I did edit some reels. I kind of forced myself to figure out my Patreon stuff for July, because July is my 1 year, so it's really important that I come up with something that I really want to have as the July Patreon rewards, especially because my patrons did not get a chance to select the theme this time. I wanted to select the theme, but for some reason, although I could have used this whole week to catch up on Patreon stuff, especially, I just did not have the will to do it. I wasn't depressed. My shop update actually went pretty well. Although I only got a few sales online, I had a lot of sales in person, and it was really awesome, and I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who took a look at that or bought something from me. But for some reason, something just came over me and I just wasn't feeling it. Later on in the week, we went to go see my father-in-law. We were doing a late Father's Day get-together. It was also in celebration for La Fête Nationale de Québec, which is St. John Baptist. I am an introvert and I don't like going out too much unless it's really necessary. I feel like this day of just going out and go to Michael's and going to see my father-in-law was a really nice change. This change makes me feel better now. Like, just taking a moment to be away from the apartment, from my studio, from my iPad, from my computer, and just relaxing and enjoying myself. It was just really pleasant. That would be it for this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.